Hi, my name is Craig Lane, founder of Health Alchemy, and this is the series of 3-minute miracles, the fourth of which we would call the circular inward breath. It's the opposite of the last one we just talked about, which is the breath of fire, which is a forced exhalation. This is a forced inhalation with a passive exhalation. And if you get going with it, you'll actually feel a circular motion of air coming into and out of the lungs. It's best done, again, I like to do the breath of fire first to force out. It's kind of like we're pushing out the toxins in our system, or pushing out the stagnancy, and then we're bringing in fresh air, fresh energy. So one thing you could do with the breath of fire earlier is to imagine yourself pushing out all the dark places in yourself. And this way you can imagine bringing in light, bringing in openness, bringing in energy, but not bypassing. Again, as I mentioned earlier in the beginning, we don't want to use this as a bypassing technique to not feel bad. So this technique will often can bring a lot of lightheadedness. So make sure your feet are firmly planted on the ground or you're lying down. I find doing this lying down, I'm able to get more breath into my lower pelvis versus sitting up. It's harder to do that. It's easier to get more breath into the upper part of the lungs. So decide what you will. Lying down is a fantastic way to do this because you may feel a little spacey anyways, and then you're lying on the floor anyways. And if you like sort of head rushes and hyperventilation, then you're going to love this technique anyways. So to get into the technique now, it's a forced inhalation. I don't want to say forced, let's say an active inhalation with a nice natural exhalation. So it's So notice how we're bringing breath in, and we're trying to expand the belly and bring the breath up. You could also just bring the breath into the upper lungs. So to demonstrate that is just, you can go a little faster if you're just working on your upper lungs. You can actually focus on different areas of your lungs, and sometimes it's helpful to do a little body scan first. So you might scan yourself, starting upper lungs, scan the diaphragm area, scan the belly or lower lungs, and whatever feels the tightest, that's where you focus. But you want to make sure a couple of things, that you're firmly planted on the ground, you're not doing too much, again you're relaxed. So again, I do a round of 108 of these, but you could do 3 rounds of 30 or 3 rounds of 10. But remember, like I said in the breath of fire, make sure you keep it nice and relaxed so you're not doing too much at once. So again, 3 more times. That's the circular inward breath, and I think it'll bring lots of energy and light into your being. Thank you very much.